Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another week of Across the Hobby, where this week we're going to be looking at auctions starting today or ending today on April 28th and going all the way through May 4th. I'm your host, Adam Gray. You can reach me at the Real 27 Guy on Instagram. And I'm really excited to go through these auctions today. I have to say, last week was insane. And in my opinion, it's too insane. Last week we had all of the major auctions, monthly auctions from Goldin to Fanatics Collect. We had the Robert Edward auctions, semi-annual massive auction. We had Heritage. We had just everything. So much stuff. The MC Sports Cards weekly auction. I know I'm forgetting another one right off the top of my head. It was so much. Sotheby's had their major auction. It was so much all in one week. And somehow it also ended up being a week where I just did not have any time for this show. And so forgive me for that. This week I think will be a lot better. This week we're going to count them hit five different major auctions that are happening. We're going to hit all five of those, as well as we're going to be looking at the significant items from Card Hobby ending this week. So here's your lineup for today. We're going to hit MC Sports Cards first. Their weekly auction ends tonight, which is Monday the 28th. We're going to hit hoodies. Hoodies Collectibles has a ton of big stuff ending this week. We're going to hit 25 to 30 or 40 of their biggest items ending this week. We're going to hit Alt's weekly auction, that ends Thursday. And then Goldin's weekly auction ends Thursday, and then Fanatics that ends Sunday. All of those happening. And then, like I said, we're going to hit Card Hobby at the end. And as I go through all of these and view most of these auctions for the first time, we're going to try to find five auctions that stand out above the rest as the most interesting auctions of the week for me. We'll go through about 500 items, and I hope we can do it in about an hour. Let's see. Like I said, at the end, we'll count down the five items that I think are the most interesting to watch this week. And whether you're bidding or just like me, mostly enjoying most of these auctions, I hope that you enjoy the show, and I hope that you enjoy the auctions that are happening this week. And so without further ado, let's look at MC Sports Cards. So MC Sports Cards, like I said, on eBay, all the items ending tonight as part of their MC Monday auction number 76. So let's look through about 75 to 100 items that are ending on MC Sports Cards. Starting off with a Garage Pail Kids card. I'm not going to spend any time on that because I don't know it. Okay, interesting card here is number 2. We're going to come back to this one in a second and look more closely at it. We're going to look through this first page and just sort of name the cards and maybe pick 5 or 10 that we want to take a closer look at. A Devin Booker PSA 9 on his Prism Orange, numbered at 65. That's a big card. Whenever I see orange, I have to look at the label to see if it's gold. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell on those. A Chronicles Luka rookie. Ooh, Prism 1 of 1. Crusade Black. This is interesting. Okay, so this is from his second year. Crusade, interestingly, a lot of people don't know this. Crusade was the third chromium product of the Panini era. After first Prism, second Select, third was Crusade. All three of them came out in 2012. And you can see this one is the black Prism of Luka. If that was his rookie, that would be huge, huge card. Still, it is a 1 of 1 parallel of Luka Doncic. A big Ionesco gold vinyl. That's a 1 of 1. Holland, PSA 9. Rookie refractor. Ooh, and Andrew Jones. I thought it was Chipper for a second. And Andrew Jones. I've got such a funny story about Andrew Jones that I'll share another time with you guys. This is his PMG from 1990. Now, is it 98 or is 99 in baseball? So I think he has another one that's before this. So I think this is one of just 2 PMGs of Andrew Jones. Maybe one of 2, maybe just the only one. So that's worth looking into. And that's at $12.50. Big Kaboom of Bo Nix and Mahomes. Cam Newton. This is the 2012 Prism. Cam Newton. Interesting card. We don't see as much of the 2012 gold Prisms pop up very, as often these days, especially big names like Cam Newton. That'll be one to watch here too. I'm going to click on that one. All right. And we have next the Downtown Jaden Daniels. This is the PSA 9, the rookie case hit. You can see the rookie shield down in the bottom left. BGS 7, newer label, Hardware MJ, one of the tougher inserts ever to come out of Metal Universe. This is the Metal Universe, one of the biggest inserts out of Metal Universe Championship. That famous year with the scope pattern, PMG champs. It's an unnumbered insert. This is a card, where it's in a BGS 7. I would look at closely, because on these newer BGS holders, they're pretty tough on grading. They're really pretty tough. A BGS 7 today is probably not what a BGS 7 was 5-10 years ago. So that's worth looking at. BGS 8.5 on the members only beam team. We're going to look at the population on that. That one might be interesting as well. Big Kobe. This one's numbered out of 49. So it's a numbered out of 49. Banner season jersey. Oh, it's an autograph. Boy, I can barely see the autograph there. Let's look closer to see if that jumps out to us maybe a little bit more. Tyreek Hill shield autograph. That's very cool. Wish they had logo men like this in Flawless a little bit more. I know we see them more. I guess we see them more now over the course of the last 4 or 5 years, but they didn't used to do as many of these types of things. This looks more like it's sort of right in the center, and it's a really good looking card. I guess what I'm saying is I don't think we've seen the star swatch signatures in basketball have the logo men. I kind of like that. But in football, you got to watch out, because some of them are not game used. Whereas for the NBA, they are all game used in Flawless. Again, NBA Floss is always game used. Kobe with the big patch here. Obviously, that's not game used, but still numbered out of 24. Pre-Panini days, that's 2007. Nice book, 1/1 finals, private signings. It's an interesting card. That's from his rookie year, too. Why is it called finals private signings? I don't know what that means, the finals part. Huge Magic Johnson here. I've always loved the 2005 Noble nameplates, because look at the holofoil around the patch here and within the name. If you've never seen one from 2005 in particular, it's a sight to behold. You've got the holofoil sort of sweeping behind Magic, a lot of it throughout the card. This one's been very well preserved. Great looking autograph. I love that card. It's hard for a card like this where it's not a playing days card to get into my top 5, but I will tell you aesthetically, that's one of the nicest autograph patches you're ever going to see. And since obviously none of those came out during Magic's career, if you are a collector of Magic Johnson or of his autograph patches, again, you're just not going to get much better than that. This is a card, the Stardate Kobe, that just exploded during the pandemic. Big Chrome rookie here, 9.5. Devin Booker numbered to 99 on the purple prism. Bryce Harper rookie. Big Bob Gibson right here in a PSA 7. Huge rookie card. This Kobe looks like it's gone a little bit yellow, but it is still the Duncan Go Nuts. Still PSA 8, which is a great grade. And it's in a newer holder, so you can take a look at what that looked like when it was graded by PSA and compare it to today. See if it's gone maybe a little bit more yellow today than it was when it was first graded by PSA. 1/1 Jimmy. This is his Prism Black Shimmer from 2020, of course, when he was with the Heat. Barry Sanders Platinum on the 98 Greats subset. Big Barry Sanders. Hey, a Rudy Gobert logo, man. There's something that I didn't expect to see today. That will definitely be one of my favorite cards of the week, but I might not include it on my top 5 because I don't think anybody else is going to be super hyped about a Rudy Gobert logo, man. But for me, definitely very cool. All right, Cooper Flag autograph patch on the McDonald's card. Big autograph here. Some big hockey cards. What is this? McDavid rookie ice. I love these. I love autographs on acetate. Fantastic. Or on see-through material, I should say. And another big McDavid up here that I just went past real quick. The Cup game-worn jersey tag. Be interesting to know what that tag is from. Those of you hockey collectors maybe already know what that is. I do not know hockey jerseys well enough to know. Giannis autograph patch from Flawless. Great-looking horizontal card. Full image of Giannis there. He's not on fire, and after Dame's injury, it looks like they're not going to probably do much in the playoffs. But with that said, Giannis is still one of the greatest players of this generation. He's still amazing. I wonder if we're going to see him start pushing to go to another team. That's something worth considering with a guy like Giannis. What happens if and when he decides to go to another team? Huge Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right here. This is not an RPA. It's like a fourth year card, fifth year card. But look at that big G. Gilgeous-Alexander. So there's 2 G's that could be from his last name. A Kirby PSA 10. Always like to see cards like this from the early to mid 80s in that high a grade. Don't see them often. Spanish Merchante. I don't know how to say that. Logo Man rookie. I like the use of Logo Man here. This is a PSA 5, made the same year as the 86 Fleer. Converse back PSA 5. Really low, hard to find card from the early era of MJ. I'm going to skip over this card right here because it's a card that you know so well probably, but check out this Wilt Chamberlain right here. Red refractor in the Philadelphia 76er uniform, which, by the way, Wilt does not have too many big cards in a Philadelphia 76er uniform. Other than the Superfractor, this is the rarest version of this card, numbered out of 5. Huge piece. I love this one. I love this Mariano Rivera. PSA 10 from 1996 Leaf, early Rivera autograph. Not a lot of bigger autographs that you're going to find of him. One of the greatest relief pitchers of all time, closers of all time, one of the greatest postseason pitchers of all time. And you've got to, I mean, you just got to love his autograph. We're gonna look at that one here in a second too. Big Johnny Unitas, PSA 8, 1958 tops. His rookie's, what is it, 56 or 55? I should know that. So second, third, fourth year card, something like that. Coming in here to the Bart Star, Brett Favre, obviously a classic Green Bay duel. Numbered out of 10, great looking autograph. Its Ultimate Collection definitely could pass for an exquisite card. Great looking example. Bo Nickel, PSA 10. I don't know my UFC, but anytime you see a gold prism that's considered a rookie, if the guy is well known, it's something that's definitely worth watching at auction. A Slam Cam MJ and a PSA 7. I love this card. I've always loved this card. This is the only thing that you could get out of Z-Force that year, that series that had any real value. I love this card though. I love it, love it, love it. And I think MC did a great job of the imaging here. This is where a photo just wins out so much over a scan. Scans will help you see sometimes some of the better details of a card, but look at how that card just glows. Again, because MC does a really good job taking pictures of cards instead of scans. The Ruby, the very first Ruby of Michael Jordan, check the pop report on that. Really a tough card. Wayne Gretzky from the first year of jersey cards in hockey, significant card. Really sitting very low right now and not that much easier to find than the autograph. There's an autograph made the same year. I don't think the image on it is as nice as this Gretzky is. I like the portrait image here, but it's autographed. The autograph gets a little lost in the card, but you can see it. And it's numbered to 99. There's only 50% more of these, but obviously people would really rather have the autograph. All right, go to the next page, look through them, and then look through the details. Oh, I love this. 7.5 on this, so not the highest grade, but one of the most iconic MJ inserts of all time. Magic Bird Duel. They never go out of style, those two. Everybody always wants that combination. One of the very few Tom Brady rookie cards that are autographed in existence. I love this one because if you're an autograph collector, this autograph on this card shows up so much better than it does on the Contenders. It is not close. Now, the Contenders is the iconic card. Everybody knows that. Everybody wants the Contenders. Everybody loves that it's Tom Brady in his pro uniform. But I love this one because that autograph, the space that it's on right there, it's just so clear. The card, or so clear to see the autograph. That's not something that you see a lot on the Contenders. Huge Walter Payton and an SGC 9. Amazing Griffey autograph patch here. Check out this LeBron autograph in gold. I'd like to have seen him take a little bit more room on the card here, but at least this way the autograph does not get lost at all. Ooh, a championship tag. Who's this of? Jabari Smith Jr. Obviously, those two great Hakeem teams, one with Drexler, one without, back in the mid-90s. That's what is the reason for these two, this number 2 right here. You can see the rookie logo. So the reason I love a card like this is a game-used jersey card from Jabari's rookie season. So he wore a jersey during his rookie year that was then cut up for a rookie card. So it's a rookie card and a rookie jersey. That's part of why Flawless comes out so late. It's because they have to procure the jersey, put together the cards, everything else they have to do. And obviously that takes a long time. We're going to skip the Steph autograph and hit this Giannis patch right here. I love this card. Now, obviously, you don't get an autograph on a card like this, but the The holofoil, the great looking immaculate design. Immaculate's design is just amazing. Serial number to 50, incredibly like huge patch, but I love the window here. I love it. You still know it's Giannis. Space is basically maximum utilization. You couldn't put an autograph on the front of this card if you wanted to. It doesn't exist. There's not enough space for it. Huge Luka Prism, Connor McDavid, PSA 8, the Cup, Glory Auto Metal NFL or NHL Shield. So this is probably not a game-used NHL Shield. We'll look at that one too. Look at that one. How could it be if it's metal, right? 1/1 Josh Allen, Bruce Buffer, the Octagon, worn logo patch. That's cool. I don't know if I've seen very much Bruce Buffer stuff. Luka Immaculate, autograph redemption, an exquisite Giannis rookie auto. Bryce Sensabaugh actually had a really pretty good first couple years in the league. He's decent. I watch the Jazz a lot. I like Bryce Sensabaugh. I like Bryce Sensabaugh more than I like Keontae George. Keontae just sometimes he's out there and you're like, what are you doing? He's got all this talent, but Bryce is just a scorer. Very Paul Piercy, like just knows where to get, isn't the fastest guy. He's the sort of guy, even though he's plays guard a lot of the time, you look up and he's got 7 boards. Great looking design on this card. I'm just never going to use these Jazz colors though. They just don't look like Jazz colors to me. But that's a really cool card. All right, we got to be getting pretty close here on MC. PSA 10 on the LeBron. Imagine we're seeing a little bit of an uptick on that card right now with how the market is currently moving. Jalen Brunson Contenders auto. Can they make it happen in this series? We'll see. Messi Ronaldo sticker autograph. What is this from 2016? Interesting. What is this? Prosper. I don't know this guy. Olivier Maxence Prosper, 1/1 Logoman auto. Well, I don't know who this guy is, but that's a pretty decent number on that card. So should find out. I should find out who that guy is and find out why it's selling as well as it is. Michael Jordan autograph on the original McDonald's Olympic card. That is very, very cool. The autograph on this one looks like an older style autograph. Definitely a neat card. Vince Carter iconic jersey card from 98. It's his rookie year. I would check to see if that says it's game worn, but it is a rookie jersey card nonetheless. Pele rookie from 58. Edwards, Luka Optic, Jordan 8, Montana 9.5, $7,700 on the Montana 9.5. Every time I see one of these, I'm going to tell you, every time I see a card from Ultimate, it's like the massive patch auto, I always look at it and think, isn't that way nicer than the Exquisite? And this is largely true across sports, but especially in hockey. The Cup Ovechkin, the 1 out of 8 that we saw recently, one of the coolest cards I've ever seen. Sold for almost $400,000. His normal the Cup rookie, his most iconic RPA. This card, infinitely better looking. Way better looking. Way larger patch, way better usage of holofoil. I love how his autograph looks like it just touches the holofoil here. This is a beautiful card. This absolutely might be one of my 5 favorite cards of the week. So we'll pull that one out to look at it. Gosh, and this auction just keeps going. Amazing stuff, MC. PSA 10 on the Kobe Black Gold. I've always sort of not looked at this card as much because it's not a playing days card, but that is a huge Kobe Bryant. Man, a huge Tom Brady right here too. Well-preserved autograph. And trust me, many of the autographs on this card have not been well-preserved. I've seen, I don't know, maybe 15 of these cards in hand. I'm gonna get into that here in a second, actually. I'll show you guys here in a second. All right, guys, there's so many other cards that we could go through, but that is the end of MC. Now we're going to look at each one of these and give each one of these maybe 20 to 30 seconds individually. So the reason I want to pull this one up is you want to get a good look at this autograph, and it might even be good to look at the PSA scan by going to PSA's site and typing in that number to get an even better look at it. But look, here's the story with this card. Kobe's 2012 Prism autograph, a more expensive card. The autograph is on the card. So this isn't Kobe's first autograph with Panini, and it's not on card. Those are 2 knocks against it. However, it is a playing days Prism Kobe autograph. And there aren't that many of those. And so if those are boxes that you need checked for your collection, this isn't a bad way to go. Again, it's on sticker, and it's not the first one, but it is playing days, and it is still a really great card. This one's a PSA 9. Cam Newton. How great was Cam Newton? What kind of career would you say he had? How collectible is he? These are important questions because this is like his parallel that everybody would look at and say, oh, that's like a really well-known set that you would really want a card from. So if you're a big collector of him and you want something that is like his parallel that people think, oh, that set's like got a chance to be like one of the sets of the era, this is probably the Cam Newton card. The Jordan Beam team. So the reason I wanted to look at this one, I just really want to check the pop report. And I'm not going to do it by looking at the cert number. I'm just going to look up, I'm on my other screen right now, and I'm going to just type in 1995-96 stadium, and then I'm going to type in Jordan for player. And when we do that, we're going to get something, and I'm going to bring it up here. I'm going to show it to you guys if it will let me. Come on, screen. Okay, here it is. So Jordan, here's the Beam team. Here's the Beam team missing die cut. Members only. Oh, we want to find Beam team members only. Where is Beam? So I'm going to do a control find. I'm just going to type in Beam. It's only on here twice. Beam team missing die cut. What? There's got to be a members only Beam team. Why isn't it popping up? Maybe I went the wrong way, guys. Probably went the wrong way. Control find Beam. Beam team missing die cut. See, this is neither of those things. Maybe I'm mistaken. Members only. See how it's die cut? See how it says members only parallel? It's interesting that they call it a parallel. It is certainly 95-96 Stadium Club. Why isn't it included here? Members only, because he has other members only cards, right? All right, we're going to have to do this the way that I did not want to do it. We're going to have to go through the cert number, so forgive me. So I'm going to go to BGS's graded card lookup. And when we do that, the reason that we have to check on a card like this, guys, is some of these cards from like members only type sets, they're not common. There are not very many of them. And this one's in pretty good shape too. Like, this is a pretty cool card. I've actually sold 8s of the regular Beam team of this card for a lot. And for some reason, I don't even have the ability to type in the serial number the right way. So let me do this one more time. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to move on from it. Okay, 17839. Come on. 157. Okay, so on this card, total graded in pop report, there are 52 of this card that have been graded. 18 of them, I'll put this over here so you guys can see it. Come on. Being slow this morning. So this is Beckett's new, and it's not that new. It's a couple months old now. This is their new interface. And you can see final grades in 8.5. Here's the serial number. You can see it's a Stadium Club members only parallel 2. So it's interesting. If I was typing in the name on here, I understand it's long, but it should say Beam team. Like, it's a Beam team. And I see that they didn't include it here. This is a Beam team card. Maybe it's a different insert, blah, blah, blah. It's certainly first a 95 Stadium Club card, but before I would include members only, I would call it a Beam team card. Beckett's the experts, not me, but and obviously it is a members only. See the stamp down here? The stamp down here indicates it is a members only card. So it is. But the reason that I question what this says right here is, like, there are other cards, typically like the Beam team set also parallels like the base set. And the way that this reads is more like that. And if you look up here, there's also not like a number on the card. See how there's no card number? Where is it? There's got to be a card number here somewhere. B14. So I want to make sure that it does say B14 on here. B14. Okay. So that gives me a good sense. All right, it says B14, but see how it doesn't say? Okay, now if I come to I'm going to come here. So, okay, this is the popper. No, this is not it. So here's B14. Stadium Club Beam Team, B14. Stadium Club Beam Team, B14. It's not that, though. Here it is. Okay. Stadium Club members only, parallel to. Again, I think it should say Beam Team. It doesn't. That's fine. And I could have just kept looking from where we just were, but I wanted to come here and show you guys. So, because this is the view we normally look at. 52. There's 3 that are 9.5s. There's 19 that are 9s. And there's 18 that are 8.5s. This is not a huge population, especially for an insert that's as popular as the Beam Team. Okay, spend enough time on that. Move this back over here. We're going to use that a little bit later. And we don't need this open or this open or this open anymore or this. Okay, the Kobe here. Now, the story here is there is an autograph. See it right there? Man. So let's be real. This was not the best card for Panini to have Kobe sign. But if we look at the back of it, there's the 24 sticker and the enclosed game worn swatch and attached autograph are guaranteed by Panini. This is everything that you would expect in a Panini autographed Kobe card, especially in 2009. They had some sets where they just didn't give the player the best autographing area. And boy, oh boy, this is one of them. So Kobe looks at this. He looks at his blue pen and he goes, how in the world am I going to sign this in a way that people are going to like it? Man, I think he did the best that he could. He picked the lightest spot on the card and he signed it right there. So what is it? On the plus side is an autographed jersey card of Kobe Bryant. On the negative side, it's just not the best looking autograph. I do think it's got kind of a cool story because he sort of looked at it and he went, where am I supposed to sign this? And again, when Panini first started doing their work, right, when they took over for Upper Deck and Topps, they made this type of mistake. They did. All right, the Rudy Gobert 75th anniversary with the Jazz and the sweeping Hall of Foil, 1 of 1. Definitely a card for me to watch tonight. Definitely a cool card to see. And I'll include it as one of my favorite cards of the week, for sure for me, but maybe not for everybody. I wanted to show you this Mariano because that autograph is just, I mean, it took him some time. It has some elegance to it. It's also graded a 10. I just need to check the pop on this real quick. Hope you guys don't mind. Let me just check. 211-22820. Let's see how rare this Mariano is in this grade. So PSA is thinking about it real hard. And take a guess how many. There are. I'll show you. There are 10. 10 PSA 10s of this card. And if you click on sales history, you will see that it obviously does not move a lot. What am I doing? We're not gonna look at this. It's gonna take too long. Okay. And I've already taken too long in MC. Okay. I like that card a lot, but we're gonna get rid of that one. We're gonna come over here to this Connor McDavid. I want to see what it says on the back. You've received a trading card with a manufactured NHL shield. That's what we thought we would see. And that is out of the Cup. I did not know that the Cup made manufactured patches. I'm not a hockey card expert. I can tell you this, in basketball, Exquisite never made manufactured patches. Okay, and then this card, which I just love this card. I love that the autograph touches the Hall of Foil. I think the autograph's nice and blue. Is the autograph graded a 10? It's graded a 9. It's back when they were still grading 9 autographs. I love the serial number in Hall of Foil. I love the big patch window. I love the logo in Hall of Foil too. This is a glorious card and absolutely might be one of my 5 favorites of the week. Kobe Black Gold. It's a huge card. We've seen fewer and fewer of the really big prism Kobe cards moving. And just think about it. When was the last time you saw a gold prism Kobe move? It's not really happening. Kobe doesn't have too many black golds. Does he have any other black golds? I'm not sure that he does. I'm not sure that he does. That is another one to look at, is maybe my favorite of the week. And what I want to do on that one real quick, actually, is I'm going to come into Beckett and I'm just going to type in black gold Kobe under Beckett's pop report tool. And if I do that, and I know you guys can't see it, I'll bring it over for you. I want to see if there's anything we can learn about how many black gold Kobe Bryant cards there are from Prism. And I know what I'm doing doesn't make some sense because this is a PSA 10. I get it. It's a PSA card, but I want to just check this real quick as a sanity check. It's not super helpful. Let's see. Okay, so see 2019 Prism's black gold. That is this card. That's the 2019. He also has a 2018. So Kobe has 2 Prism black golds. In fact, I think if we type Prism here, we're only going to get 2. No, we got 8. 2018, 2019. Yeah, and then we get into like the draft pick sets and stuff like that. Yeah. Where's the other 2? Let's see. Are there any others? So as far as significant black gold cards for Kobe Bryant, I'm talking base set Prism gold cards. There's this, and there's the year before it, and that is it. There's basically 10 black gold Kobe Prism. There's basically 10 Kobe Bryant black gold Prism cards ever made. 5 from 2019 and 5 from 2018. What do you think? How big of a card is that? And especially considering how tough his tougher Prism cards are to get right now, it's worth thinking about. Another card that could be a favorite of the week. All right, that is it for MC Sports Card. Oh, not quite. One more. I want to show you this Tom Brady. I wanted to show you this because, again, I've looked at dozens of these. I looked at many of these in hand. Many of the autographs on these are very faded. This is a card where people have pulled them out, left them in light, and the autographs have deteriorated. And if you look at the pricing on the cards, and this is one of the ways, a variable that is not associated with grade that really influences the value of a card. Look at the prices. Look at the history. You're going to see ones with really nice autographs sell for a ton, and ones with poor autographs not sell for as well. And it's very easy to understand why. The card just looks so much better. It's been better preserved. It's a great card. Not going to be necessarily one of my favorite 5s of the week, but holy smokes, this is a strong week for MC, guys. Really a strong week. Okay, I took a long time on MC. It took half an hour. Now we're going to look at hoodies. We're not going to go through as many cards for hoodies, but we're still going to look at quite a few. So hoodies ends, instead of having like a monthly auction, because that's not what I'm focusing on this time. This is just their biggest, say, 20 or 25 cards of the week. So I've sorted, in this case, by highest first, and I'm only looking at auctions. We're not looking at any buy it now items or anything like that. And when we do that, the very first card that pops up is this blue Shea Gilgeous-Alexander card. It's $7,000. A Ken Griffey Jr. Bowman Chrome Superfractor. Now, obviously not a playing days card. Wait, when did Griffey retire? I have to look at that right now. He didn't make it to, he started in 89. He ended in 2000. And he didn't play till 2009, did he? Griffey Jr. stats. It's a very important question that we're asking here, by the way. He did. Wow. So this is a huge card. This is a huge card. Now, if you know baseball, you may know that they don't put non-active players, or maybe they do. I'm not sure, in their base sets. I don't know. What I do know is that this was a year where Ken Griffey Jr. was active. This is Bowman Chrome, the baseball product. This is a 1 of 1. You can see it, serial number right there. And it was graded a Beckett 9.5 a long time ago. A long time ago, in the 6s. How long ago was that? We got to look this one up. Man, I know I'm spending a lot of time on MC today, guys. Sorry, this isn't MC. Forgive me. Forgive me, hoodies. I just left MC. Okay. So I have to check the graded card lookup on this Griffey, though. I have to. I mean, it's already at $5,000. Everybody knows it's a big card, but like the fact that this is playing days, he's with the Mariners. Was he playing with the Mariners at that point? He was. Of course he was. Why am I even asking that question? That's a dumb question, Adam. This is a huge card. When does this end? This ends in 6 days. Everybody, this has probably got a zillion viewers and watchers, and I'm just late to the party here, but okay, 6588229. Okay, this card was graded. This card was graded in 2010. Came out, was graded within a year of it coming out. This is a huge card. Absolutely going to be one of my top 5 of the week. Top 5 of the week. That's going to be a fun auction to watch. It doesn't end for 6 days, but seriously, guys, like that's a huge, huge piece. All right, let's keep going with hoodies here. That was their number 2 card. I would just say this. I understand that the Shea is higher. It's got 9 hours to go. That's why it's coming to the end. This Griffey card to me is like, it is just an absolutely huge card. And I'll tell you why. So in 2004, we started to see superfractors. Sorry, let me move something around here. So in 2004, we started to see superfractors hit. Topps Chrome started producing superfractors in 2004. And in baseball, the biggest superfractor is the Bowman Chrome card. That's what this is. This is the 6th year of Ken Griffey Jr., his Bowman Chrome card. He only has 7 playing days. If I need to look this up to make sure, but I believe Griffey only has 7 playing days superfractors from Bowman Chrome. That's it, ever. So people are going to be like, well, he only has this many PMGs, or he only has, this many, whatever the big card is that you want to talk about. But a Bowman Chrome superfractor is a huge deal. The equivalent of this in basketball is like, how many Kobe Bryant Topps Chrome superfractors does he have? Well, I'm telling you right now, if any of the 6 or 7, does Kobe have 7? Yeah, Kobe has 7. They have the same number, right? If any of the 7 Kobe Chrome superfractors hit auction right now, it would be a card into the 6 figures. I guarantee it. So that's what this is, but it's for, Ken Griffey Jr. And the question is, how does Ken Griffey Jr. compare to Kobe Bryant? If I was a baseball fan, this is a card I would be massively watching. Okay, I got to keep going. Joe Caglianone, first, what is this? Blue autograph out of Bowman Chrome. The statement signatures of Steph. You got to love this. 2023 Immaculate. Sweeping hollow foil. Great looking images of Steph. Great looking autograph. Another superfractor. This is the 50-50 Ohtani. They made a lot of superfractors for Ohtani in this, but it's still a superfractor of Ohtani. And as we get further away from this, I'm telling you, as we get further away from this, people are going to like having a chance at an Ohtani superfractor. Everybody wants an Ohtani. Everybody wants a superfractor. You very rarely can get the two together. Well, Topps sort of said, okay, here's how we can do it. We'll produce a product that has more one-of-ones, but still, it's an Ohtani super. I love this Kobe. I saw this briefly as I was getting ready for this. Cards from 2009, first year National Treasures. Autograph, really strong patch. I'm going to take a look at that one here in a second. I love this Jordan, the competitive advantage. It's not the hardest insert to get. If I remember right, it's 1 in 96. Maybe 1 in, I think it's 1 in 96. It's not a crazy tough insert. There's 10 cards in the set. It's a really nice die cut. Looks premium, feels premium. BGS 95 is obviously strong grade. Big card. Orange Wave, Travis Bazana. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. PSA 10. Obviously, a PSA 10 of any rare Bowman Chrome over prospect. This one's numbered at 25. It's a big deal. 9 on the Lemieux. Joe Burrow, Red Zone autograph. Luka Prism autographed rookie. Yes, it's not a parallel of the rookie or anything like that. You can see the image looks different, but it is still Luka. It is still rookie. And it is still autographed. Emil Morales, First autograph, number 4 out of 5, Bowman Chrome. 2.5 on the Russell. You can see immediately really off-centered, top high and right. My guess is the fact that it's 2.5. This is actually a really strong card. If you're not a centering person, if you're not somebody who cares about centering, if you really care about your edges and your corners and stuff like that, this might be the best Russell you ever find. A couple big cases. PSA 6 on the Jordan Rave Review, fairly recently graded card. One of the better inserts, I would say, from 97. It's not numbered. I think it's 1 in 288. 10 card set, I think. Great looking in hand, sort of like a cracked ice. Great looking card. A bunch of non-sport stuff. LeBron autograph out of the greats of the game. A couple more big cards. Brady Bowman PSA 8. Wembanyama Black Velocity. Gotta love the Black Velocity because he has the look and the feel of the Prism Black, but not numbered to 1 of 1. Interesting Drake May. I've seen. I don't know him well enough to know, but what I do know is this is his Deca Prism Gold rookie, and he's got some pretty big sales. I was surprised to see this one sitting here, and surprised to see it sitting as low as it is, just because I know he's had some stuff that sold for a lot, and this is such a big card. We'll take a quick look at that one too. And then the McGrady right here obviously stands out to me, the Platinum Medallions. Love this card. He's like laying down on his back, looking over his shoulder at the camera, kind of a unique view. And then what is this? Evan Mobley Eminence. I thought that was an Eminence. Is it not in the case anymore? It looks like it might have been taken out of the case. So we'll take a look at that one too. Okay, so Kobe. I love this patch. Really distinct patch. It's got a little bit of curve on it. There's not as many parts of the Lakers patch that can be curved. So it's probably from this end on the R, or probably there. That's where we would guess it's from. It's not from anywhere in L, A, K, E, or an E. I guess it could be off the S maybe. Probably off the R. Serial numbered out of 10, I believe. Yep, number 7 out of 10. I think this is a huge card. All-decade team from the, from the 2000s. This was made right at the end of the 2000s. You can see that it's an enclosed swatch. Panini in their early days did not differentiate between patches and jerseys, which was something that they did. They basically stopped what had been done for the previous 10 years. Upper Deck and Tops and Fleer had all played nice in this sort of like language area where everybody knew what a jersey and a patch was. And then Panini came in and they were like, we don't want to differentiate in that. We're going to stop that practice. And so they came in and they said, we're going to call this a jersey swatch, or you might even see the word prime. Yep, there it is. Prime right down there. But like, I love this card. I love this card because it's from the very first year of National Treasures, which was obviously a playing year for Kobe. Still really good at this point. 2009-10, really, really good. Didn't he win the championship the year before this? I think the Lakers won in 08-09. They might have won in 09-10. This might have even been a championship year card. They either won in 08 and 09. I think they won in, I think this is a championship year card. That's worth looking at. Great looking full autograph. Obviously graded a 10 on that. Wonderful patch down here. Not huge, but like it has some variety in it. It's beautiful. It looks the way you want it to. You get, some Kobe information down here. It looks almost like an ID. And then, you see that he's one of the players of the decade. The sticker on the back, the authentication. And again, all from the very first year of National Treasures. This autograph area is designed much better than some of his other autograph patches from the same set. I haven't seen this one before. It's a really cool card. I'm going to put it on my watch list. I don't know if I'll go after it because it's going to be expensive, but this is the sort of card of Kobe that I would love to grab. And I don't think it's as well known, but I think as time passes, and as people think about National Treasures more along the lines of like the premium product of the era, especially from 09 being the first year, it's a really cool card. Drake May, rookie, numbered 10 of 10. It is his jersey number, as hoodies is highlighted right here. This is a huge piece. I don't know football. Prospecting current football players is not my strength. But I've heard of Drake May. I've heard people talk about him glowingly. It's not the Prism Gold rookie. It's the Prism Deca Gold rookie. So that's probably a knock on it in some people's minds. But man, it's got everything else that you would want in a Drake May card. I suspect we're going to see a pretty big number on this, but again, I don't know for sure, and I'm not a football prospector, so don't hold me to it. And the Mobley here is a huge card. I'm just very surprised to see that it's not its holder anymore. I bet its holder broke somewhere along the line. Most people do not want to pull Eminence out of their holder. It's really the only product that people don't grade anymore. Basically every other product, I think people really look to get high grades in, but Eminence is super thick, and so it doesn't feel like it does well it doesn't feel, it feels heavy, it feels strong, it feels significant, but it's big, right? You put it in your box, it's like, that's a thick card. And to some people, that's a bothersome thing. To me, it is not at all. In fact, do I have any next to me? I don't, but like, I love Eminence. I love every year of Eminence. I think it's great. But this one's not in its original Eminence holder. It's numbered 1 out of 3. I think it's a rookie, right? The green, it's a little bit hard to see. Yeah, right there, right on his foot. There's the rookie shield, number 3. And then you look at the back, it's game worn. So this is your defensive player of the year. Guys got a chance to go take the East. They're really playing for a championship. People are talking about whether he or Donovan are the best player on the team. And this is a game-used RPA for him. It's got a lot going for it, guys. It's a great patch. It is a really solid patch. Look how many colors. Look how many different layers, especially when you get into the bottom down here. Like, this is a great card. And I led with it being out of the holder, so I'm guessing other people are thinking that. But, get this. Honestly, get it graded. Have one of the big grading companies slab it up. It'll look amazing. And it's a super rare RPA of one of the better young players in the NBA today. It's a really cool piece. Okay, that is it for hoodies. And now we move to alt. So even when we don't have a lot going on, I still just talk forever. Okay. So this, I want to take a little bit of time here and go through some really big stuff that's on alt. Now you can see the 2 biggest cards that they have this week. This is sorted by just the ones that are ending this Thursday. The 2 biggest cards they have this week are the Pikachu Illustrator and whatever this is, this promo Umbreon card. And they're both, this Umbreon is a couple bids away from being a 6-figure card. And obviously the Illustrator's well into the 6 figures. CGC 10, huge piece. And then we have this Jokic. And more to come this week from me on the Jokic. But few things to know right off. It's flawless. And since it's flawless and it's an NBA card, what is the patch? It's game use. I promise. Everybody tells me, Adam, flawless cards, NBA cards, they're not all game used. I've had probably 100 people tell me this, like seriously. And every single one of them, I'm like, can you show me one? No one's done it yet. Nobody. They all show me a college card or an NFL card. I'm like, I literally said an NBA card. Show me an NBA flawless card that's not game used. This Jokic, this enclosed game worn memorabilia, blah, 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 down in here. So, like the game used Logoman autograph is, for all intents and purposes, the highest, the best, the most, the top of the mountain type card for an individual player. Now, the only thing that you could have really that would be better than this is if it was from his rookie year, and it is obviously not. This is from like Jokic's 7th year. He'd already won an MVP at this point. But what it is flawless, game-used Logoman, on-card autograph, numbered 1 of 1. It gives you everything else. So if you say, well, I want to get as close as I can to the player, but I don't really care about whether it's a rookie, this is it. And the other thing, if you want a game-used Logoman auto of Nikola Jokic, there is no such thing from his rookie year. In fact, from his rookie year, there is no such thing as a Logoman autograph. There's a Logoman tag autograph out of Noir, but I don't think he has a Logoman auto. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't think he does. Doesn't have an NT. I don't think he has anything like that out of Flawless. He has some Logoman, like regular Logoman cards out of, is it Immaculate? It's number 5, I think. Maybe it's NT. But none of those are autographed. So if you want an autographed Logoman of Jokic, it's got to be a non-rookie. Man, that's a huge piece. Huge piece. Huge Kobe right here, too. Dual patch autograph. That's synonymous with flawless. Number 15. The Jordan, though. Man, the Jordan. We're going to take some time on the Jordan. SGA bold blue autograph, number 83 out of 100, PSA 910 autograph. We're going to take some time on this Kobe. We're going to take some time on this Shea. Oh, look at this, man. They got some huge stuff this week. And we're going to take some time on this Jordan, too. Okay, I'm hitting a lot of stuff here. The Mahomes Select. I'm going to take some time on that, too. Luka blockchain logo, man. Hot prospects. 1 of 1 hot prospects. LeBron autograph. Interesting. Big patch auto here on the Giannis. This is the gold. You see it right off once you've looked at enough of these. Gold foil, numbered at 25. Lots of stuff going on there in that patch. Not a lot of colors. It doesn't happen on the vertical NT RPAs for Giannis, but a lot of layers. Jalen Williams, flawless RPA, great card. Jaden Daniels out of 8. The shimmer. The blue Luka out of 199. The quick strike Jordan, great looking card. BGS 9.5. Is this a silver? Yeah, silver Jokic. Ooh, silver Jokic 10. Interesting card. The Kobe. This isn't a silver, is it? Nope, just the Kobe regular autograph prism. Man, I'm getting high in numbers here. Manu Ginobili, not playing days, but still really cool, right? How long had Ginobili retired for at this point? So he came into the league in 2000. He'd probably been retired for 5 or 6 years when this card came out. Kaboom Gold, Manu Ginobili. How do you guys feel about that? A set that was created way after he retired, but it's the set of the era. It's the set of the era as far as inserts go. I think that's pretty much determined at this point. That's the way other people feel, at least. I don't own any, but I know some people really love it. Franz Wagner, is that his Prism rookie gold? Oh, that's a pretty big card, especially with how good he is. Kobe, 8 out of 25, 2004. That means this is truly a jersey numbered card, although you don't see it. What's this number 6 here? We're going to take a look at that one, too. Ooh, LeBron orange, 499. Giannis silhouette. The jersey it's going to be out of 199, right? Out of 99. Ooh, very cool. Player worn jersey piece. The Nebula, Jalen Hood Schifino, no longer with the Lakers, but still cool. Where did he end up? Where did Hood Schifino end up? I think he got traded to the Jazz at one point and then moved somewhere else. Kobe, some of these have the Black Mamba on it. That one does not, obviously, or it would be at the very top of this auction, but still very cool. Connor McDavid, the tribute from the Cup. This is a big SGA. These are the first autographs he signed. These are the next day signatures. We will take a quick look at that, actually. And huge Marvin Harrison here, too. All right, I can keep going. Alt is huge this week. Huge week for Alt. Have to take a second on this. I've talked about these a couple of times recently in different places. I don't own any of these cards. I don't own any scripted swatches. I used to own a sweet Yao Ming from this set, though. Here's my take on this set. So if you look at all of the exquisite insert cards that were ever made, there's a tier. There's tiers, right? And people at the top are like the number pieces, the emblems of endorsement, or if you love huge patches, the limited logos. And then you go down the list a little bit. Like there's like notable nicknames, or what are they called? Nameplate, notable nameplates. Why isn't it coming to me? It's not coming out of my mouth. Usually it just comes out of my mouth. Sorry. So it's out of 25. Notable. It's not notable nameplates. Noble nameplates. There we go. Bah, took me forever. But for whatever reason, I'm not going to say for whatever reason. I'm going to tell you what I suspect. Back in 2003, when autographs started to be signed on uniforms more regularly like this, the hobby there was this thought that went around. And the thought was, man, autographs on patches are going to fade. They're not going to be as nice over time. This set shouldn't be as popular. That was my perspective. That's what I heard people say. I was pretty young, right? When this set came out, I was 20 years old. I was in England when this came out when I was 21, right? And I was in England as a missionary. I didn't really hear about it right off. But when I got home, I remember going to card shows. I remember there was this guy who was there. He was like talking about how the limited logos were so better. And if you looked at the prices, that was true. The limited logos sold for way more money. And I was just like, but I love this autograph on the patch. Like, I love it. It's so cool. It's like a piece of it's a piece of a real jersey, and he's autographed that. Like, that's just as cool as him signing the card. And the response was, no. Like, it's just not nearly as cool because some of these are like, these are going to fade. And I was like, wow, maybe the autographs are going to fade. I'm glad you told me. And now all of these years later, I'm sort of like they were wrong. The hobby was wrong. The hobby thought that these patches would be signed and that they would fade. Some of them did. Like, some of them faded massively. It must have been like a different type of cloth or material. But I'm going to tell you right now, there are plenty of exquisite cards where Michael Jordan has signed the cardboard where the autograph is massively faded. And I would not tell you that, because it's an eyesore when the autograph is faded. It's ugly. It's not nice looking. This one looks exactly like you want it to. Other than that, it's not sideways. I wish I could see it sideways right now. But like, that autograph is straight across the side, or straight up in this case. If you just turn the image, if I could turn it, I can't turn it because it's not allowed, right? If I could just turn the whole card and look at it, like, it is beautiful. The white above looks just like you want it to. It looks like it's been well preserved, because you don't just look at the autograph preservation. You look at the face of the card. You say, has that yellowed at all? This card is not yellowed at all. Number 6 of 25. That's the number of championships he's won. The autograph is phenomenal. It's graded a 9.5. Even the subs are amazing. Like, this is a huge Michael Jordan card. There are 1/3 as many of these as there are limited logos. Is the patch bigger on the limited logos? I don't think so, because this one's longer. Now, you do get a small pick of Jordan, but you get that on the limited logos as well. The key here is the autograph is on the patch, which thus saves a lot of the space on the card. And I love it. Like, just looking at it as like just with whatever eyes, like, I look at that card and I go, that's just as cool as a limited logos card. Sorry, I think that. I know I'm not supposed to think it because that's not what the hobby tells us to think, but I do. I love this card so much. And it's not cheap. It's really expensive. It's like 30 grand or something, right? But I'm just going to tell you, like, I love that card. Yeah, it's at $30,000. And if it was me buying and it was this, or way more money for a card that there's way more of that I don't think it's as cool, I would buy this card. Okay, enough on that. Why do I want to show you this one? This is the first jumbo patch that Kobe Bryant ever signed for Flawless. In 2012, he's got some dual patch autos, but those are not jumbo. This is jumbo. A lot of colors. What is that? 3 or 4 colors, depending on whether you say those are different colors or not, with some stitching. Very cool. SGA out of 10 RPA. Doesn't say RPA. It is 2018, right? Full image. This is his rookie year with the Clippers. That's a game-used jersey from his rookie season. It's very cool. Speaking of huge Jordan exquisite cards, this is from the subsequent season in 2004, numbered even less than the card I just told you about. Autograph full length of the card. The autograph on this is very well preserved. The way that the blue shows up along this gold, it never looks like really like a light blue. It never looks like it was signed yesterday. This one has some blue in it still, and I don't know that it's faded at all. I think they just show up a little bit darker on this gold background. Definitely look at all the comps you can find as far as imaging and stuff like that goes. But this looks like a great copy to me. Numbered at 9, or numbered at 23, obviously. 10 autograph, obviously. Great looking long autograph here. I just remembered I need to continue to do with my top 5 thing, and I'm gonna want to put this Jordan that I looked at already, and maybe the Luka, both of the, and maybe the Jokic. Both of those I think have a chance to be top 5 cards for me this week. This is a great card too. I love it. I'm only going to do one Jordan exquisite though, and I like the other Jordan exquisite more because it's from 03. The Mahomes, I just want to point out, people don't like shiny cards with patches or autographs on them. I do though. I think it's very cool. This patch is huge. The autograph is great. The card's really low serial number. I think it's a 10. Yes, there it is, to 10. And you get it for a fraction of the price as if it was out of National Treasures or Flawless or Immaculate or whatever. Pop 7 on this card. Are there black labels? That's what we have to ask. Is there a black label of this card? I don't know the answer, but I'm going to go find out right now. So 9901. Oh, this is a pretty early graded card for Jokic, actually. This card was graded in 2017. Yeah, there were not many Jokic's graded at that point. I'll tell you that much is for sure. So if we scroll down, yeah, there are no black labels. This card, guys. There are 346 of these have been graded. 7 of them are 10s. This is one of those 7. This is a huge piece. Gosh, this one might be a top 5 for me this week too. I mean, it's the highest graded. There's only 7 of them. It's a huge card. Huge card. Out of the 346 graded, none of them are graded higher than that. Big card. Everybody knows that I love this card. If you know my collection, you know that I have one of these. Mine's the silver variation. This one, BGS 9.5, graded a long time ago. Long time ago. It was graded probably close to the time that it came out. Definitely check the date on that. Franz, really a good basketball player, man. He's really good. How good will he be? Don't know, but that's his gold prism. That's a big piece. I think in time, if he ends up being big, that's one of his 2 or 3 cards you'd like to have the most. I had to look at this Kobe because I haven't seen this autograph in a really long time. This one's numbered out of 25. This number 6 represents how many times he's made an all-star team. But notice this is 8 of 25. And do we get an image of him on the back that says number 8 or anything that says number 8? We don't, which is a bummer because he is number 8 at this point. You can't see it because this covers it, but Kobe Bryant was number 8 at this point. It just does not say it anywhere on here. That's too bad. Still very cool. Shea wanted to point out the autograph because it's his first autograph he ever signed for an NBA licensed card. We already looked at this Jordan, and this Jokic I want to put over here is maybe a card that we're going to call a top 5 card of the week, top 5 auction of the week. All right, cool. We're flying now. We're moving. Not really. We're still moving really slow, but that's okay. I want to look through the first page of Goldin items. And just a reminder, for whatever reason, I think it's probably a my computer thing. When I'm doing this with all of the stuff open, usually when I try to go into Goldin, sometimes I can't look at the cards. We'll still try it. Like sometimes it just airs out on me, but we're going to give it a shot. Okay. So the big card of the week, a BGS 9.5 copy of the Steph Chrome Refractor. I have long said this is the Chrome Refractor rookie card. And I believe it is. It is the Chrome Refractor card. And why do I say that? Because Kobe turns green. I own a Kobe, by the way. I love the card. LeBron has better cards, and Steph is by far the rarest. Those are the 3 most collected players since Jordan, and it is not close. Those 3 guys, the 3 most collected guys. Kobe, LeBron, Steph. Like that's the order they came out. Those are the most collected players of the era. And so Steph, right here, numbered to 500. Numbered to 500. Go compare his gem rate total graded on his refractor. In fact, let's do it. I want to do it right now. Here's our gem rate project of the week. You guys are going to like this. I promise you're going to like this. Okay, so we're going to open up gem rate, and we're going to compare the 3 big chrome refractors in basketball, the 3 biggest ones ever made. You guys ready for this? Oh, why is it going slow for me? Here we go. Okay, so when you go to Universal Card Search, and then come here and just type in, just watch this, go 1996, Kobe, Chrome, Refractor. We're going to start with that one. I'm just going to copy it, and we're going to click on that. Okay, and you can see that a total of 742 have been graded across 3 companies. 742 cards. I've heard this estimated at lots of different numbers over the years. I'm going to just tell you, I think some estimates are really good. When people take numbers that are available, like serial numbered cards, and then they extrapolate that across the whole of the product, it's typically possible to discover what the print run is for non-numbered cards. That's a thing you can do. And that's a thing that several people have done well across many sets. I've heard people sort of estimate how many total chrome refractors Kobe has. I don't think that that's something you can do very accurately. I think it's probably the most regraded card ever. Like it's just graded over. I think back in the day, it was graded a ton. Why do I think that? Why do I think that happened? Because I think that the difference between a 9 and a 10 back in the day, or an 8 and a 9 back in the day, was very negligible. And it was a high enough priced card where it was worth doing that. So I think there's certainly copies out there that have been graded 5 times or 10 times. And so you still get to the number 742. I don't think there's like raw Kobe refractors just sitting out there. I don't think that. They're graded at this point. There's probably a few for sure. I don't think 1,000's anywhere near what the print run is. And I've heard a few people say that through the years. I would guess that this card is more like 500 or 600. That's my opinion. That's what I believe. I don't believe it's anywhere near 1,000. I don't believe that. I think it's a lot lower. And I think it's one of the most graded cards on a percentage basis of all time. I don't think it's anywhere near 742. If you told me, hey, there's only 400 of them, I wouldn't be shocked at that. I just wouldn't. It's just not a common card. You very rarely see it. Okay, so with that said, we're not here to talk about the Kobe right now. We're here to talk about all 3 of them. So 742 have been graded. I think it's high. 742 have been graded. Okay, now let's do this because we want to have something that's comparable here. And we'll open up 2 other windows. And we'll come into this first one here. And instead of doing the Kobe, this time we're going to do 2003 LeBron Chrome Refractor. And you're going to see this one's 2100. 2100. Do I think that the LeBron is regraded a lot? Yes, a ton. Do I think it's as regraded as Kobe? I don't. There are some things that it has over the Kobe, though, because I think once the Kobe started green, we started seeing less of those cracked out because people wanted to preserve the original grade. But with the LeBron, you don't have to worry about the greening. And so people, I think, were like, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try this again. But the thing that LeBron doesn't have is it missed that like late 90s, like grading, like tons of cards were being graded at that point. So I would guess where like the Kobe, I sort of say, hey, there's 700 or whatever, maybe there's 500 or 600 that were produced. For LeBron, it's probably like 2,000. It's just a high level guess, but probably like 2,000 have been graded. It wouldn't shock me if it was like 1,800 or even like 1,500. There's way less of the Kobe than there are of the LeBron though, like way less. Half or less, I would say. I would be surprised honestly if it was even half. I would guess there's probably 1/3 the number of Kobe's that there are LeBron. And then let's get to the main story, the main thing that I wanted to look at with you guys. So the 2009, you're like, Adam, it's serial number. You don't even need to look this up. Yes, I get that. I still want to show it to you guys though. So Stephen Curry Chrome Refractor. So if you want, if you want to see this Universal, I'm actually quite surprised that this report shows us that we have 342 total. I would have thought it was more. I would have thought it was on here more. We know that there's only 500. We know that. Okay. That, to be clear, we know there's only 500. They're serial number to 500. I would have thought this was higher because we've known for a long time that this is one of the cards. And I would guess some of them probably have been regraded as well. Cracked and regraded. But we only have 70% here. This makes me feel like my number, especially on the LeBron, might have been low. Where it was 2,100, maybe it is more like 2,400 or 2,500. And again, that's consistent with how I feel about the Kobe. Doesn't change how I feel about the Kobe. I still think there's 500 of that card probably. And again, there's not a way you can accurately estimate because there is no way you can accurately estimate on that card. There's not a serial numbered card that you can tie it to. With the Steph, we know there's 500. With LeBron, we don't know for sure. Well, the LeBron, you can extrapolate across, how many black refractors came out. You can look at that to extrapolate how many total LeBron chrome refractors there are. I think you can do that fairly accurately. I don't think you can do it with Kobe really at all. And so the pop report's the best that you can do. But the pop report for the Kobe did have the late 90s baked into it. and it does have all of the regrades. So I think that's a better number. So again, 342, which is really 500 at least for the Steph, 2100 for the LeBron, which is probably 2400, 2300, 2500, something like that. And then the Kobe, which is over here, 742. I think it's 500-600 cards. You could convince me maybe it's 700. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be more than that. Okay, so that is why, as we look back at this one, it's why it's such a huge card, because there's probably less Stephs than there are Kobe, right? I'm saying most likely around 600. There's probably, but maybe around the same amount. And then there's way less of Steph than there is LeBron, like way less. I would rather have a Steph Chrome Refractor rookie than I would 3 LeBrons. And I know that doesn't make sense probably from a financial perspective, but it's just a rarer card. It's a far rarer card. Huge Jordan here that a lot of people have never heard of. The 99 Upper Deck now showing level 2, numbered to 25. I've never owned this card. I've owned most of the rare Jordan card inserts in the world. I currently own most of the rare Jordan inserts, the rarest ones, right? I have like a Fusion Gold. People call it the Fusion Titanium, number to 40. I've got a Jambalaya. I've got a Slam Bams. I've got a Playmakers Theater. I have all those cards. I've never owned this one. I don't think I've ever even seen this card before. Upper Decks inserts just didn't have the same cachet. They didn't have the same quality to them. I think a lot of people feel. But I will tell you this, as we get now 25 years away from this card, this is a huge piece. It's like one of the rarest Jordan insert cards ever made. Is it playing days? No, and there's no confusing that. It's not. It's 99. If you go back the year before, some people will sort of say, he may not have still been playing, but like they were producing the cards before he retired. Maybe we should count it as playing days, which I hear that argument. I get it. I have several cards from that year. But 99, he's very much retired at that point. Still, this is not a Michael Jordan set. There are 10, 20 players in this set, and he's one of the cards. Like I love this card. I think it's huge. What is this, by the way? LeBron James signed redemption. Interesting. 2024 Topps Chrome McDonald's All-American. Crazy redemption card right there. A Rory Tiger duel. Think somebody might be interested in this card right now? Absolutely. With Rory's recent success in the major, huge Tiger autograph, and 2 dudes who really know how to sign a signature, man. I'll click on that and see if my computer will take me there here in a second. But man, that is a cool card. Really a neat Jordan patch over here. It's numbered out of, is it a jersey or is it a patch? It's numbered out of 25. Be interested. I'm going to click on that one too. There might be some more details that we can glean from that are interesting for the card. I love this Crosby Ultimate rookie numbered at 25. Oh man, interesting. A Booker Pristine. I'm gonna look at that too. I want to understand the population on that card. Jordan Goodwin Champions autograph. The Jokic Star Swatch signatures is cool. Everybody obviously knows this Acuna. 2 big baseball cards. And what is this? Messi signed 10 of 10 jersey number. Very cool. Most collected player in soccer by a mile. The Devin Booker autograph patch, triple patch at a gold standard. These just haven't done as well over the years, the gold standard, but I'll tell you, I think they're great looking. I think they're great looking cards. I bought a bunch of those actually back when they were early because I thought they were really cool cards. The Mahomes autograph here, which is obviously not pack inserted. Boy, that looks good. Whoever chose that autograph knocked that one out of the park. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful autograph on that card. Well done, whoever chose that, for sure. Ted Williams autograph cut. Ken Griffey Jr., really cool autograph. Shaq, one of his earliest jersey cards. Is it his earliest jersey card? He doesn't have one in 97, does he? He doesn't. I think that's Shaq's first jersey card, guys. Very cool. $513 is what that's at right now. 20 O.J. Simpson, 24 O.J. Simpson rookie cards in the same lot. That's very neat. A gold out of this product was basically impossible. This was that year they made the LeBron Jordan packs. And they said, All right, let's put LeBron and Jordan in the same, in the same product, and basically all the cards are just base cards. And then once in a blue moon, you would get a serial numbered card like this. Like once in probably hundreds of packs, you'd get a serial numbered card like that. Some really big Jordan jerseys and patch cards in this Goldin auction. This Goldin weekly auction. Obviously an iconic Gordie Howe. Oh, this one's signed too. Oh, wait. 98 Blast from the Past. So this wasn't an original, the original. This is like a remake that's also autographed. That's very neat. Very good looking card. Early Iverson autograph, the sign of the times. You do not see that card very often. Planet Metal MJ, some jerseys. Jordan patch, PSA 5. This is numbered out of 275. It's a patch card, like I said, PSA 5 on that one. Big Wemby right here. Signed Durant jersey. Maris 1958 rookie card. This is a card right here that you probably have never heard of, but you'll see it and you'll go, oh, that's actually really cool. So in 1999, Upper Deck, they made these dual jersey cards, and then they also made dual jersey autographs. This is a card that unfortunately they were unable to make a dual jersey autograph for, while Kobe and Jordan have a dual jersey autograph in this that might be $1 million card now. It's numbered to 10. Amazing. Shaq didn't sign for Upper Deck, and so this dual jersey is the best level of this card. I don't think there's any other level than this one that's numbered out of 50. It's not a huge card because it's serial numbered out of 50, but it's one of their very few duels like this, and you don't see it come to auction very often, and it's no wonder why, right? Like these two guys, what they accomplished together, how few their duels are. The fact that I think this is a championship year card. This is a cool piece. Not worth a ton, but might make it in my top cards of the week. Wow, we flew through that first page. So we just did 96 cards on Goldin. Let's go look at this. Yeah, man. There are guys who know how to sign cards, and then there's like a whole nother level of guys who know how to sign cards. Holy crap, this card is perfect. You want to talk about two clean signatures? I've heard people say Tiger Woods has the nicest autograph of all. Man, I'll tell you what, Rory McIlroy is not going out and down without a fight. Those autographs are perfect. Beautiful, perfect autographs. Another card I'm going to have to look at for my top 25 this week. Man, or top 5 this week. That one and this Shaq right here. Some really cool pieces at Goldin. Okay, 2 more. Now, here's what I wanted to look at here. So this, see how it says jersey down here? See how it's out of 25? I couldn't remember if this was a jersey or a patch. I think this is a jersey card, guys. It is. It's not a patch card. It's a jersey. You've received a Michael Jordan game used jersey card. And I'm not, please don't think I'm like dissing the card. It is a great piece. But see how it's like the trim? I think people call this trim. This was fairly commonly used as a regular jersey card. And that's what it is. This is, I believe, the gold jersey. Yep, see right there. Gold jersey. Now, I don't blame Goldin here. They've placed the word patch, which is, I think, pretty typical these days. Fanatics does this on all of their jersey cards. They put patch in the listing. But PSA labeled this the right way. This is a jersey gold cards. The jersey gold set was out of 25. And if you look at a lot of this era, you'll see game jersey and you'll see the word patch at the end. This is from the jersey set. But you're like, well, Adam, why does it matter? I don't even care. Why do you keep going on about it? I wanted to know what set it was from. Is it from a patch set or is it from a jersey set? It's still out of 25. In this case, it's an amazing piece of the jersey that is consistent with what I would expect. I'm not shocked to see it look like that. And it was recently graded. It's numbered at 25. I mean, it's a really cool piece. It's a really cool piece. I wouldn't call it a patch card. I'd call it a jersey card. But I also think this is consistent with typically what a lot of auction houses do today. Okay, why did I want to look at this? Well, earlier today, at another auction house at Alt, we saw the Jokic. Same card, same grade. The silver from the same year. And what I want to know is, like, is Booker rarer or less rare than Jokic? Now, my guess is Booker is going to be less rare because early on, Booker's cards were more likely to be graded. I'll bet there's like 10 or 15 of these. Let's see. Ha! Nailed it. There's 11. So there's 11 of this card. Yep. 11 of this card. And there's 3 blacks. So that's different too. So when you put let me just say, combining these cards, very cool idea. Putting this together with the Jokic. Do I have the Jokic? Yeah, see here it is right here. It's a very, very cool idea. But where the Jokic is a pop 7, none higher, and obviously the more popular player because he's the best player in the world, Booker is a pop 11 with 3 higher. So expect to see the Booker sell for quite a bit less than the Jokic, but still, as far as Devin Booker goes, it does not get too much better than that card. Serious, that's a huge, huge, huge piece. Not going to put it in one of my favorites, but I do really like it. Okay, so that's it for Goldin for the week. And now we'll do Fanatics Collect and then Card Hobby. And then we will be done. We've got our Universal Pop Reports open over here just in case we need them. So for Fanatics Collect, I want to do 2 things this week. I started to realize they began a little while ago to do their, what do they call these? They're like featured weekly items, and they leave them at the top. It used to just sort by highest. We're going to look at the featured items first, the first 24 cards, and then we're going to go from highest to lowest. And then we'll call it, then we'll go to Card Hobby and we'll call it a day. All right. So starting us off, a dual logo tag of Kobe and Pau during their championship era, right? They were still really good at this point, still playing together at this point, still really good. Cards numbered to 5. They're not the true logo man, but it is Kobe and Pau. It's a cool piece. This is a really cool piece. For big Lakers fans who are like, I want the thing that's the closest to those championship years, the last 2 championship years for the Lakers with Kobe, the non-Shaq years, for lack of a better term. These are the 2 guys you'd like to have on that card. Card's only at $80. It's been up for 4 days, and it's only garnered, gotten up to $80, but worth noticing that for sure. And then the second year of legacies, the Michael Jordan row 2, huge piece in an 8. And then the Giannis, the international rookie autograph out of National Treasures. I love this international set because we have guys like Giannis and Jokic. I don't know if SGA is in there, but so many of the best players in the NBA over the last couple of decades have been international. It'd be interesting to see how many of them showed up in that set. I love this LeBron, though. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so let's talk about this LeBron real quick. By the way, I don't even know if you could see the Giannis with me in the way there. Sorry about that. I should have been looking back at this. I've probably done that a few times on this, and I bet that's annoying. There's that Giannis card over here that I'm talking about. Definitely take a look at that on the app or at the Fanatics Collect website. Okay, now we're going to switch back to here, and we're going to show you the LeBron, 2 huge exquisite pieces here. Which of these would you rather have? The Kevin Durant exquisite RPA out of 99, iconic card, maybe his most iconic card. It's either this or the Chrome, or the LeBron James out of 23. This LeBron came out of a special box called the Player Exclusive Box, where he signed the outside and numbered it to 23. And then on the inside, there was a rookie card of some other random player. And then there were 4 LeBron cards, a base card to 225, a plain jersey card, a plain patch card, both numbered to 23. And then the best card of the box was this, the autographed patch. This one's famous because this one's also famous because there's a box opening of one of these 23 that was actually recorded back in 2008. And that's pretty rare. In 2008, people weren't taking videos of them opening boxes like they do now. And that one, it happened that LeBron actually signed on the patch, or put like the number 23 on the patch and signed below. Definitely a famous card. This Vince Carter, though, to me is going to end up being one of the cards of the week. This is from 98 Skybox, and it's his Rubies rookie card. And if that wasn't big enough, what you need to know about 98 Rubies is that this is when, really the year before, Fleer started to like separate the difference between rookies and veterans, not always across the parallel, not always within the parallel set, but often within the base card. The rookies would have different odds than the regular base cards did. That's true for 97 Ultra, for example, and true for, I don't think it's not true for Skybox. Skybox, the regular cards were limited the same way, but in 98, pulling a regular rookie card out of Skybox was harder than pulling a regular base card. And then they separated them further in the rubies, where the regular rubies were numbered out of 50. I'll make this one big and we can look at it closer. Where the regular rookies were numbered to 50, the regular cards were numbered to 50, the rubies were numbered to 25. So if you love somebody in the 1998 set and you want to find one of their best cards in the world, and they were a rookie that year, this is one of the best cards of Vince Carter in the world. Just telling you right now. You see how it ends at auction, you'll go, oh, Adam was right. It's number 24 of 25. It's just a huge piece. Highly collected player. Rookie numbered to 25 in an era where that was a really rare thing. Beloved parallel from the second year where it was serial numbered. Numbered to far less than the average card in the set. Remember, 98, you've got Kobe has a Rubies card. Jordan has a Rubies card. Huge, huge cards. They're numbered to 50. There are half as many Vinces. And I will say that it's always been such a huge card, so very few of them have been discarded over the years, right? Vince was huge straight at the gate. And that's why if you look at the pop reports, a lot of times Vince is like the third most graded player in the set after Kobe and Jordan. Sometimes he's even ahead of those guys. But yeah, that is just a huge piece. SGA, a black gold out of 8 autograph. A huge Intimidation Nation of Jordan. Manny Ramirez's first PMG, sitting at $38. Don't worry, it's going to go up a lot. It's going to go up a lot more. Kobe jersey card. This is his 98 Upper Deck. Bonds PMG. Luka Flawless autographed rookie. And then a card that is pretty definitely going to be one of my top 5 of the week. We don't see it pop up very often, but I genuinely really love this card. This is the Kobe Bryant Flawless USA autograph. And he is on the card with Kevin Durant and Chris Paul, 2 guys who he was teammates with, 2 guys who he was teammates with the Redeem team back in 2008. It's a really cool piece. I love how Flawless did these, and I love this card. And yes, I will be watching to see what it sells for, because I love that piece. Mario Lemieux. Now I think we're getting out of like the sort of more premium cards of the auction. So now we'll go look at, we already looked at this one. Sorry. We're going to make that a top 25 or top 5. I mean, top 5. And now we're going to come back here and we're going to search from highest first. And we're going to look at 1, maybe 2 pages. Unquestionably one of my cards of the week is this Russell Westbrook. We'll come back to that one in a second. LeBron James. Oh man, this is such a huge week for Fanatics Collect. I'm looking at the card next to it. The LeBron James Finest Refractor Rookie. This is the XRC from 2002. PSA 10 came out the year before his regular rookies. Well, how did it come out before his rookie cards? Well, tell you how. In 2002, Finest produced redemptions for next year's rookie cards. So I just realized you can't see the card next to it. That's awesome. So I love the card next to it more than I love this LeBron, but I do love the LeBron because it's older than his rookie cards. The redemption that produced this card came out in 2002 Finest. They numbered the redemption cards. There were 250 Finest Refractor LeBron James cards that were numbered 1, 2, 3. Like the stamp was on the redemption. Awesome. You'd send it in through the mail, not through the internet, none of that stuff. You'd send it in through the mail and they'd send you the card back. So finding the redemptions today is actually pretty rare. There's a guy who has a gold redemption that I have been trying so hard to get from him, but he won't sell it to me. I mean, the actual card that was used to redeem these cards, they're really hard to find. And then these cards are hard to find, right? Because 250 of these didn't get redeemed. Something like 200 of them got redeemed. And then this one's a PSA 10. It's a huge piece. It's a huge piece. But the card next to it is going to be one of my 5 favorites of the week. Spoiler, for sure. Because it's one of the cards that I've wanted for the longest time. It's the Raise the Roof Kobe Bryant. And we'll look at that here more in depth in a second. The very first Jordan jersey card, that's where he's wearing a Bulls uniform. The one before this had an All-Star. A Michael Jordan Duncan Go Nuts. This one's not nearly as yellowed as the one that sold at Fanatic or the Premier recently. A Slam Bams Shaq, not just the Bams, the Slam Bams. I want to look at that one. I'll show you guys the differences between that and the Bams, because a lot of people don't know that, and it's interesting. Ooh, a Kobe MJ altered autograph jersey. Let's take a good strong look at that one. Gotta love the Gordie Howe PSA 4, huge card. Fanatics Collect, I appeal top 30%. It's always interesting to me to see this stuff tops. We're going to take some time on all these. Sorry, it's going to be a longer episode, guys. And I'll do one more page. I've already got so many big cards that I want to talk to you about and so many great stories to talk about. Ooh, the Vince and a PSA 10, one of the iconic cards of the era for sure. Shohei, Pop 1 of 4, PSA 10 autographed rookie. MJ autographed hoops card. Luka flawless RPA, the Ruby out of 15. Great looking 52 Mays. Moss rookie credentials. There's that SGA out of 8 that we were talking about earlier. Huge card. The Slam Cam MJ and a BGS 95. That is a big card. The Shaq Atomic Refractor, numbered out of 100. PSA 10, another huge card. Pop 1 of 4. That's one worth watching. I'm not going to highlight it just because there's so many other good things to card here, to watch here. But that's a card that on some weeks might even be a card I'd look at as like one of my top 5 favorite cards. Okay, this is a card I'm very interested in watching. When you think of Russell Westbrook, okay, where do I even start with this card? Okay, the first place that I want to start with this is how rare it is to find Russell Westbrook autographs. Westbrook did not sign very many autographs early in his career. He especially did not sign very many autographs on cards where you have like an NBA logo, man, or another huge piece of patch. In fact, if you go back to Russ's rookie year, there's a few main autograph patch rookies. There's SP Authentic and there's Exquisite. Russ's Exquisite is numbered to 225. It's not to 99, which sort of penalizes how people view it because there's enough of them out there that it's somewhat attainable. His SP Authentic is numbered to 399, but it has a massive problem, and it is that it uses an Adidas practice jersey that's like a black jersey, and it's just not interesting. It's not. I owned a couple of them. I actually owned the Adidas logo on from the jersey. It's really cool. It's just not great because it's not like the Oklahoma City colors, right? Russ was drafted by the Sonics, but never played a game in Seattle. He might have wore some practice jerseys with like Seattle colors, but his first games were with the Oklahoma City Thunder back in 2008 after Seattle moved to Oklahoma City. He signed autographs like all rookies do in all of those sets, like SPX, SP Authentic. He signed a few more. But when Russ's rookie year was over, the dude just did not sign anymore. He signed very few autographs over the years. And as you look back, you're going to go, wow. If you haven't noticed before, you're going to go, wow, Russell Westbrook really didn't sign very many things. I don't personally remember ever seeing a Logoman auto of Russ hit the auction block. I didn't know that it existed. I remembered that there were some redemptions for them, but I just always assumed they went to somebody else. Like they had to be replaced. I wonder when this card was redeemed. And should I be talking about all this? No, because I do really want this card. Like that is a really great Russell Westbrook card. And you'd say, well, but the autograph's not perfect, but it's autographed. There's not a lot of Russ autograph patches out there, guys. There's not. And there's really not a lot of logo and autographs. So I'm like sitting here going, that's a great card. Like a great, great card. It might be worth doing some research to know when this was sent out and how many there are, because I did hear recently about somebody getting a really old redemption fulfilled. And I think if I remember right, it was Russ. I think it was. If you're watching the show and you've DM'd me in the past about it, forgive me for not remembering. Definitely send me a DM or message me on YouTube. Let me know. This is a huge piece, and I love this card. And that will definitely be one of my top 5 favorite cards of the week, without question. As will this. The Kobe Bryant Raise the Roof insert. People are going to look at it as 7.5 and hopefully stay away from it completely so I can go in it. I don't suspect that will happen. Why do I love this card? This is one of the best inserts ever made that wasn't made by Arena Design. This was made in 1999, I think right after Arena Design left. I actually asked Jean at one point if she designed this because I thought it's too good looking to be made by somebody else, but it was made by somebody else. Serial number to 100, obviously. I just love the light blue. I love Kobe soaring through the air. It's a great checklist. It's 10 great players on the checklist. Doesn't have Jordan, obviously, because it's a 99 Fleer product. Is a 2-sided refractor. And 2-sided refracting cards just hit differently. But man, especially when they're made by Fleer. You can see this little white thing here. This probably is on the card. That's my guess. Why do I say that? Because we come back to the front. Oh my goodness. It's falling apart here. So we come back to the front, you'll see that the surface is a 6.5. That's the reason that this is a 7.5. This card is commonly beat the heck, and I just don't care at all because I don't want to pay for a high-grade copy. I just want to own the card. And so, yes, it is a card that I will be watching this week. I've always wanted this one. I wouldn't describe it as an iconic card. I don't think a lot of people know it as well. It's not the rarest insert, but it doesn't pop up often. There are some authentic copies out there that I might even want more. This one will probably get too high for me, and I probably won't go after it. But like, I love it for what it is. It's one of the nicest Kobe Bryant insert cards ever made. Period. It is that nice. Great. We got more than 5, guys. Holy smokes! I just wanted to show you guys this card because you don't see a lot of Slam Bams. I'm a big fan of Slam Bams. I'm a big fan because Hoops was $1.50 a pack, and like, this is a card serial number to 100. You can see if we were to pull this card up with a regular Bams, you wouldn't see this sort of like gold hue on the card. There's like I think there's like a gold stamp somewhere on the card. I thought there was. I don't see it right now. I might be up in the night though. The back looks exactly like you would think it would. Oh, this is the Bams. That's why I'm going, this isn't why. Where's the gold? And I'm like, I thought down here I saw some of the gold hue, but I didn't. I was wrong. This is obviously not Slam Bams. This is the normal Bams card. And on the Jordan that I have, I think there's like a gold thing down in here, and you see some gold, and see how this sort of like has a bluer hue to it? I thought that there was like a gold here. There's not. I was mistaken. Forgive me for that. I really did think I saw it down there. So why is this selling for so much? Because it's a pop 1 of 2, none higher. The Slam Bams you don't see hardly graded ever. The Bams you're going to see 2.5 times as much, approximately, maybe a little bit less, because there's 2.5 times as many of them. But the cards are just beat the heck. Frankly, I don't feel super comfortable about ultra like sharp copies, because I think there are some of them that definitely have been trimmed. I like seeing this little bit of white down here across this edge. I like seeing that. I like seeing these corners. This card looks exactly like I want it to look. I'd like to see a little bit more down here on this edge, a little bit more wear. But the fact that we can see it along this side right here, it sort of leaves the only edge that possibly could have been trimmed is this one. But as you look at how the card sits in the holder, it sits pretty close to the top. Not quite, and then really, really close to the bottom. Card was graded, 6-7 years ago, probably in the 5s. I always worry about trimming. I always worry about it. This one's a 9 though. Really, like I said, really strong copy. And I can't say conclusively either way. I always look on that card. And then I wanted to look at this one because I wanted to point out another time in my life where I was just the most wrong person in the world. There was a time when Steph cards were really blowing up. This is probably 2016, 2015, 2017, something like that. I was on blowout cards and people were going crazy for the regular Topps Steph Curry card. And there came a point where PSA 10 copies of the card were $400. And I got on blowout, acted like total Mr. Know-It-All, and said, there's just no way this can sustain itself. This is insane. And this is one of the reasons why, if you listen to me enough, you'll go, why does Adam not talk about pricing a lot? Why does he not talk about his opinions? Because sometimes you find out you're wrong. And I'd hate to give you guys advice and say, this is going to go up or this is way too high, and then be wrong. I've been wrong so many times, right? And so me sharing with you, here's what I think, and then being wrong, I would hate that. I was wrong about this card. Completely and totally wrong. Why did I end up being wrong? Well, I didn't realize how important it was that a player has an iconic base card. This is Steph's. There isn't anything close to it. It's iconic. It's a PSA 10. It's actually far rarer than most of the base Topps cards because Topps was doing everything they could to just produce last products, right? This was the same product that the Chrome Refractor came out in. What I want to look at now is a pop report on, in fact, you know what? We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the gem rate thing that we did earlier. See, we did it for Kobe's Chrome Refractor and LeBron's Chrome Refractor and Steph's Chrome Refractor. Now we're going to do it here for the same, but just for their Topps card. So 96 Kobe Topps. You guys are going to find this super interesting, I think. 63,000 copies have been graded across the 4 major graders. For LeBron, how much is it going to be for LeBron? Higher or lower? It's going to be much lower. Still going to be well into the 5 figures, though. 30,000. 30,000 Topps LeBrons. How many Stephs? So interesting, guys. So interesting. Topps. Not even 10,000 copies. Despite the fact that it has been as high valued as it is for a long time. For 10 years, it has had a lot of value to it. People have only graded 8,700. Why? Because it's a lot rarer than those other cards. There have been 3 times, let's get this out of here. There have been 63,000 Kobe Topps rookies graded. There have been over 30,000 LeBron Topps rookies graded. There have been 8,700 Steph Curry Topps rookies graded. And at the highest level, gems, pristines, there's a total of 3, 2 BGS 10s and 1 SGC 10. And then as far as gem mints go, you're talking about 903 copies total. Put another way, about 3 times as much as Michael Jordan's Fleer 86 Fleer card. And oh, by the way, the 86 Fleer Jordan card just sold for $350,000, and an average copy sells for $200,000. Does the Steph Curry Topps rookie in the gem mint grade sell for some reasonable, close fraction of that? Nowhere in the vicinity. Does it sell for 1/3 as much? Not even close. That's why I totally got this wrong. It's a far rarer card. And then it's hard to find in that grade. And again, let's compare the grades. Kobe Bryant has 8,219 PSA 10s on his 96 Topps rookie. Again, Kobe Bryant has over 8,296 Topps cards in gem mint grade. LeBron James, 4,500 gem mint Topps rookies. Steph Curry, 900. Steph has 5 times less gem mint Topps rookies than LeBron, and about 10 times less than Kobe, about nine times less than Kobe. And that is why not only does Steph Curry have the most interesting modern chrome refractor, he also has the most interesting modern Topps rookie card. He just does. And then you add into the fact that he's changed the game. His popularity is on par with the other two. We would say, oh no, he's nowhere near as popular as those other guys. Okay, maybe. I don't know. I think he is pretty much on par with them. I don't think he's probably as popular as either one, but like he's clearly fourth. It's Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, and Steph. Those are the 4. No one's even in the same vicinity. It's one of his best, like one of his most iconic cards and one of his most interesting cards ever. And yeah, I was wrong. I was totally wrong about that card. I wish I could go back in time on that one because I completely missed it. My own sort of pride over really rare cards got me. Could have bought hundreds of that card back when they were $1 to $5, and just I didn't. Wish I would have though. Okay, now we're gonna hit Card Hobby for just a couple minutes, and then we've got to close it. So if we go to Card Hobby and click all, and then sort by highest priced, and just hit auctions. We'll just look at one quick page. Boy, a couple of interesting patch autos and logo mint autos here across the top. So you start out with a Messi Eminence card, and then you've got the Jokic patch auto out of Flawless, the Pajemski. I don't know who else is on that card. Keontae, my guy. Keontae and Pajemski there. Dual logo mint auto, and then a Halliburton Spectra logo mint auto from his rookie season. One of the most recognizable Panini era autographs, the Kobe Bryant Noir. The one where he's facing the back here, or where his back is facing you. I used to have one of those. Love the card. Great looking card. Great Zoe right here. 1/1 2023 immaculate. Cason Wallace logo mint auto out of 1/1. The Flawless signature, star swatch signatures. Just another great grouping of cards. You saw this one recently. I don't know if this is a relist. The Kobe Bryant 2017 Crown Royale silhouettes, number 25. Kind of a tough card to find. Logo mint auto of Marcus Sasser out of Immaculate. Classic Immaculate right there. Tari Eason with the Nike swoosh. Really early LeBron auto. Actually, I had a friend when I worked at House of Cards in Salt Lake City who pulled this card from our shop. This same autograph, the same 2004 Black Diamond. I think it's called Gemography. He sold it for $300, and after he did it, he immediately was disappointed in himself that he did it. Great looking Durant autograph right here, out of Impeccable with the big number 35. I love this notable nicknames set. Players either sign their autograph and their nickname, or just their nickname. Autograph plus nicknames, just way better. But still, this is Dennis Rodman signing Worm on all of his cards, which is pretty neat. All right, we went through 100 cards on Card Hobby, or 60 cards on a Card Hobby. Now we're going to go through the best cards of the week, and this is rough. I mean, I've got like so many cards here to choose from. We've got the Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal duel. Let me put me back on the other side here. Kobe Bryant, Shaq duel. The triple auto with Kobe, KD, and Chris Paul from Flawless, 2014 Flawless. The Russell Westbrook logo mint auto. The Kobe Bryant Mystique Raise the Roof. The Vince Carter Rubies, numbered at 25. The Rudy Gobert, which is not going to go on my top 25 because you guys don't want it, or my top 5 because you guys don't want to see it. But that's a card that I'm probably going to be bidding on. The Tiger Rory McIlroy duel. The Jokic logo mint auto. The Jokic Prism in a Pop 7 none higher. Did I go through all of them? Ah, man, I almost missed the Griffey. The Griffey, the Kobe Black Gold, this huge patch auto out of Ultimate Collection of Ovechkin. And I think that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay. So we've got how many cards do I have potentially for my top 5 this week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 cards. Let's get this Gobert out of there. You guys want me to stop sharing Gobert? Okay. So I'm not going to include this one because although I love the card, I can't include it because it's a lot lower end card. I think it's a lot lower end card, but I love it. I love that it touches the 90s. I love it. I'm going to move it over here to the end though, so I don't have to see it again. Okay. This one's got a chance of definitely being top 5. I've always wanted one of these cards. I love the 3 on here. I love that they were part of the same team. I just love the Flawless's idea here. I love that it's out of 20. I love that they just did it once. Like they only did this set like this once. They've done other multi-autograph cards. But I think the Rust is going to make my top 5. I really feel strongly about that one. I think the Kobe's going to make the top 5. I really thought that the Vince would make the top 5, but it's going to get moved back though, for sure. I'm not sure if it's going to make it or not. I love this Tiger Rory. I just love that signature. I'm not sure it can get on, though. Some of these got to get cut. Oh, this Jokic. I mean, he's the player of our era, and it's his logo auto, and it's game used. I'm going to keep it here for now. I actually love this card. I love that it's the highest graded of all of them ever graded. I say actually because I don't typically go for cards like this, but I love the conditional rarity here. I do. I don't think it's going to make it, though, against all this other good stuff. The Griffey has to make it. I'm not leaving the Griffey off. Man, this Kobe. Heck, this is tough, guys. I only sorted out four of those. That means we're left with... Gosh, this is really, really hard. This triple flawless card, the Logoman auto of Russ, the Kobe raised the roof, that's 3. The Jokic Logoman auto, that's 4. The Griffey Superfractor, that's 5. And the Kobe Black Gold, that's 6. So I get to cut one of these out. Man, I don't know. This sucks. This is a hard week. Okay, the one that I'm going to cut out is going to be... I can't take out the Jokic. I've got too much Kobe stuff in here. This is what happens all the time. There's always so much good Kobe stuff. We've got 1, 2... I only have 2 Kobes? 3 Kobes. Okay, so I'm going to take out this triple. I'm taking it out because I don't like multi-card autos as much as a lot of people do. I love this one so much because there's a theme, that there's a reasoning, and it's the same team. I love it, but I have to take out one. So I'm going to take that card out. Okay, number 5 of the week for me. Number 5 of the week for me is going to be this gold black. I don't know. Sorry. Number 5 of the week for me is going to be black gold. I love it. It's a PSA 10. There's only 10 black gold Kobe's in existence, I believe. I believe that's right. I love this card. Like so much. But I have to pull something out. So I'm pulling that one out. Number 4. Number 4 for me is going to be the Jokic. And it's a struggle because I would really like to own a Jokic Logoman autograph, like a lot. And it's flawless. And with flawless being there, I mean, flawless might be the brand that I would want to have too. So it's really hard pulling it off, but like I've got to put something third. And these 3 cards, I just really love these 3 cards a lot. I'm going to put the Kobe Raise the Roof third, even though it's like the Kobe insert that I would most like to find right now. Because of the last two cards that are here. And, you know, we're talking about two 1-of-1 type cards. This one's out of 3, but like it's a Logoman auto. I'm going to put the Russ number 2 this week. And again, it's a card that I absolutely could see myself bidding on this week. He just does not have a lot of those types of cards, but Ken Griffey Jr. only has, I think we counted 7 Bowman Chrome base superfractors, where it's like the main card in the set. He only has 7 of those ever. And there's one at auction this week. It's at hoodies. So that's our 5. The hoodies, Griffey, number 1. The Russ Logoman auto out of National Treasures, number 2. That's at Fanatics Collect. The Kobe Raise the Roof is also at Fanatics Collect. The Jokic Logoman auto is at Alt, and then my number 5 card of the week ends tonight, actually, at MC Sports Cards. It's the black gold Kobe Bryant. Those are my 5 favorite cards of the week. Sorry the show went as long as it did. I'm glad that you guys joined. Thank you for downloading. Seriously, thank you for liking. Sorry, last week's show really sucks. I feel bad about that. Hopefully you guys feel better about this one. I know it was long, but man, we just went through about 600 cards, guys. 600 cards in under 2 hours is awesome. And I know I didn't hit everything as well as I could have, but man, we really dove deep on this episode. Hope you guys liked it. If you did like it, please share it with a friend. Please share on social media. Please do all those things. Again, please hit the like and the follow button. And thank you guys for joining to do this every week. And thanks again for all the sponsors and people who help me do the other content that I do. This is just me talking out loud and thinking about, this is me thinking out loud and really going through what things might be interesting to cover this week on my social media. So check out my social media at The Real 27 Guy to see even more in-depth looks on several of these cards this week. And until next time, happy collecting.